A new book by a local author and photographer claims to capture the Kansas City spirit. We'd like to welcome Bruce Matthews to the show. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Now, you wrote a book about, or compiled stories about people that have really made Kansas City what it is today.
Absolutely.
When this came together, were you inspired? Did it change the way you look at Kansas City?
I think so, yeah. The book has two purposes: to recall some of those people that made Kansas City a better place to live, and hopefully it could be motivational for future generations as well.
Tell us about the cover art.
Well, that painting was done in 1951 by Norman Rockwell, and the title of the painting is The Spirit of Kansas City, and it was commissioned by Joyce Hall, the founder of Hallmark Cards. It was right after the flood, and the Kansas City was coming together to recover from the flood, and Joyce Hall wanted to capture that Kansas City spirit in a painting.
So what are some of your favorite stories in the book?
I think the two sisters, Alice Berry Graham and Catherine Berry Richardson, who started Children's Mercy Hospital, and the Bulkleys, Reverend David Bulkley and his wife Beulah, who started the City Union Mission. And it's anywhere from early Kansas Cityans to probably the most recent. You have to be deceased to be profiled in the book.
Okay.
And the most recent one, Dr. Robert H. Hodge passed away this year. And he was our family doctor, but he also was president of the park board, and Hodge Park up north was named after him, and he did a lot of great things for Kansas City.
And there are also amazing pictures in the book.
Yeah.
I love this. Talk about what's happening here.
The book is also about some of those defining moments in Kansas City history that gave rise to the Kansas City spirit. And that phrase, the Kansas City spirit, goes back to this photograph. It was in 1869 when the Hannibal Bridge was constructed, and these divers were actually going down into the Missouri River to construct the piers on the bridge, and I wouldn't.
Can you imagine?
No, can't imagine at all. But that's when Kansas City really took off. It was the first bridge to cross the Missouri River anyplace on its meandering course, and so that gave rise to the Kansas City spirit.
What do you hope the book will accomplish?
To honor these people, and I say the book is for kind of three generations. Those of us who are over 60 years old, we know full well what the Kansas City spirit was, and we need to recall that. Then there are those who are 30 to 60 that might know a little bit about it, but they need to learn more about it.
Stories.
And then there are those that who under 30 years of age who have no idea what the Kansas City spirit is. But it is basically, as Joyce Hall defined it, it's coming together. It's that something in the human heart which allows us to place service above self and accomplish the impossible. In a lot of instances, it's like those where the whole community came together to overcome some of that adversity, but it's also about individuals who just took great personal risk and sometimes to stand up for what is right and make this a better community in which to live.
And also the proceeds of this book are going to what?
Operation Breakthrough.
Which is a wonderful organization in Kansas City.
Gillis, for children and families, some to Elmwood Cemetery, some to the Minority Heritage Project at the Kansas City Museum, and the Community Cadet Corps. That's one of the favorite charities of one of the co-authors.
So it's all about continuing to make Kansas City great.
Absolutely.
I love it. Okay, the book is The Kansas City Spirit.
Yes.
Thank you so much for joining us on the show. I appreciate it.